Nah, those questions, it was a rigged test, man.
I asked him who,
Culturally biased black test.
Yes, it was culturally biased. I asked him who was the members of Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I don't know.
Maurice White, Philip Bailey, come on now.
And who else? What's the other one? The guitar dude.
Oh, I can't remember.
With the long hair, Bernine. What is his name? Bernine or Bernine?
I don't even know.
You can't remember Maurice White?
All I remember is the dude who was singing with Phil
Mel,
Collins.
you had to revoke his card. Maurice White,
man.
come on now. Rest in peace to Maurice White.
I didn't ask him who the members of Boyz II Men was, did I?
If you did, all I know is Wong Yi.
I don't even know him. I'm
that's
like,
the one that be like, and he'd be like doing the.
What? You
don't need no what song is that?
Yeah, like,
that's the end of every Boyz II Men song. Like, you know,
Casey and JoJo. They're known for their stuff. Ooh yeah, that's it.
Everybody.
Ooh yeah. All right, good morning, afternoon. What is this?
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, lovely people. We got a Shop Talk exclusive going down right now because my girl Amber is here with Bright Vision. You ever heard of Bright Vision? Anybody?
Amber Bright.
Everybody know Amber, right?
Okay.
All right. Hey, way to use your name to make it work,
Yes, very good.
Bright Vision, and that is Frameware, right?
Exactly.
All right, Frameware. I can't hear you. You don't sound enthused.
Yeah.
I know it's Sunday. It's the first Sunday. We need to be happy because in remembrance of him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Should have had some wine for that one.
You should have seen what I'm saying. Listen, if you missed it first Sunday, I got you. They gave me a sip and one enough. I was like, okay. Look, that little wafer, listen. You know I was hungry. That wafer was stuck to the roof of my mouth. So silly. like a thick peanut butter sandwich. I was like, I think I know I got some gummies
do this again.
Right. Gotta do this the right way. Gotta do this the right way. Look at him. He did it. You made some pancakes, right?
I have pancakes.
Did you make them?
Yeah, I did from scratch.
And I thought pancakes were from scratch, but I guess the box when it says add water, that's not from scratch.
No. That's like powdered milk. You know what I mean?
Powdered milk. That's a throwback.
It might have came from the cow, but I think I don't know how they get it. They just dry it out on the sheet, out like a baby sheet.
I don't know.
I
don't know. I didn't like it.
I'm just thinking this is dried real milk, right? You just rehydrate. I don't know.
Studio audience, you old enough.
You know, like when people and like
how did they dry milk?
Yeah, how do they dry milk to make powdered milk?
No. That's made out of some substances.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we had cows, and I think that if there was a way of processing that milk to dry it out, to put it in a container, then my parents would have been doing it because they made butter and all kinds of other stuff.
All right, so the dry milk was not real milk. Are you looking it
up?
up?
Yeah, we gotta find this.
You gonna find it?
All right, let's see.
We gonna look.
All right, so you made the pancakes.
Yeah.
How thick were they?
Thick.
How much did you use? Tell us
about how you made them from scratch.
I doubled the recipe. That's
why they was thick.
I doubled the liquid stuff too. It wasn't like I said, well, let me just double the powder stuff, you know.
All right, go ahead.
So, but if you made like one batch, it would have been like a cup and a quarter cup of flour.
Okay.
So I just made a half a cup and a half a cup of flour.
So you stirred it up. You didn't have to roll it out like pop.
No, you don't roll. You know how you ever roll out a pancake?
I don't need pancakes.
Tortillas.
I just add water, so you already
add water.
Pancake. No, you don't roll a pancake out. It's batter, and you just
pour it in.
Yeah.
So tell me, did you use a boiler? How did they get so thick or stiff?
Because like the consistency. I mean, it was first of all. This is what whenever I make a batter of anything, I always let it sit. And so, like, all of the dry goods get absorbed and fully expand and stuff like that.
Oh, you a real chef.
Yeah, I like that. You know, and in this situation, I was able to let it sit for about 4 hours. It was in the refrigerator, but
so you let all
because I did it. I made it in advance and just said, oh, let me just make this now, throw it in the fridge, boom. So when I had to get up, I could just.
Okay, so you knew that you were making pancakes. You had a taste for pancakes.
Yeah, well, no, I didn't have a taste for pancakes.
Who don't have a taste for pancakes? Mix up the batter 4 hours prior to cooking it.
It wasn't for me. Like I had guests come in. My one friend was on like Christmas vacation with his son, and they were coming from Pittsburgh going to Cleveland, and they stopped in Youngstown. So I made breakfast this morning for them.
Something like an underground railroad. They just stopped through.
They just stopped through. Yeah.
Okay, I'll make sure y'all ready. I got y'all for y'all next mile.
This moment in Black history.
Right. Go ahead.
Powdered milk or dried milk is a manufactured dairy product made by evaporating milk to dryness to preserve it, and it has a far longer shelf life than liquid milk and does not need to be refrigerated.
All right.
So what's it made from?
They evaporate it until it's dry.
But wait, what did it start out saying? That it's made from
powdered milk or dried milk is a
manufactured.
Go ahead, she was
manufactured.
It's a manufactured dairy product made by evaporating milk to dryness.
Everybody got some intellect in here.
Yeah.
Last year, I'm like, wait, what is that?
What did she say? I'm listening.
What I hear what you're saying, but what did it say?
Did you hear what you said?
Right. You know how important milk had to be to put that much science behind it? Like, you got to figure out a way to take milk places, you know?
Absolutely.
We don't have cows on this boat. We got to have milk, though. We got to figure out a way to do it.
So why do they have powdered milk and pancakes? Is that why you only have to add water?
I would assume. Maybe because, have to have some sort of something.
Because you could do a whole lot of stuff with powdered milk.
Yeah, but I don't like the way it tastes.
It makes mashed potatoes, those instant mashed potatoes, more creamy.
Oh, yeah?
Do it.
Okay.
Because you add the water to it.
Right.
Add water. Right. As soon as you choke, powder flying out your mouth. Like, what? Huh?
And you take a bath in it.
You can take a bath in powdered milk?
In powdered milk?
What? Yes.
Just
and you know what that makes?
Just add water.
What?
Just add water.
So let me ask you.
Vanilla. I've done it with the vanilla, but I was concerned about adding the vanilla and the milk.
Vanilla extract.
That's so much like making a cake.
Wait a minute.
Vanilla. A
You
couple
was
of
gonna
drops
be
of
sweet.
vanilla. A couple of drops of vanilla extract in your water.
Man, we about to put Bath and Body Works out of business.
Listen, that was Bath and Body Works before it came.
Yes.
I seen some young girl. I ain't well, she ain't that young. We like the same age. I don't know why I keep putting myself as young.
Compared to me, you are. Go ahead.
She said, she was like, your mom was Bath and Body Works before it even started. She's like, remember that time? She's like, we was in the first grade. I was like, you smell good. That's because that mother used to put vanilla extract in my bath water. Hey, I said, up here remembering. We 46. Up here remembering still.
I got one question. Y'all have never bought powdered milk ever in y'all lives. Where did y'all get this powdered milk to be doing all these like beauty?
I'm gonna tell you, my grandmother used to stand in line. She used to get the powdered milk with the gum and cheese.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, that gum and cheese was the bomb. I'm still trying to find it.
Cheese.
I'm still trying to find it. That was good cheese. Best grilled cheese sandwiches I ever had.
Listen.
However, she used to bring that box. I was like, what is that? And tell me this powdered milk, I ain't want no parts of it. So I don't drink milk to this day. Not because of that, but no thank you.
A couple months ago, I came across a block.
A block of what? Not government cheese.
Government.
How
I'm
did you
telling
find
you.
that cheese?
I can't tell you. But
That's an underground.
Like the government
I can't tell you. You know what I mean? I can't tell you. But I came across a
we
block.
got all political up in here now.
Oh, politics.
I came across a block. That's all I'm saying.
So listen, if y'all want a box of gum and cheese, hit up Rube on Shoptalkwithmel.com. Here the go-to guy.
That's straight dark web. You gotta go to dark web to find that. You know what I mean? I came across a block of cheese.
The black Twitter.
I'm telling you. And I happened to make some macaroni and cheese out of it for a party. Yeah.
And what happened?
It went.
Oh, it was slamming.
It
was
went.
slamming.
It went. It went out of the ballpark.
That was like the best cheese ever.
Yeah, it was.
Was it only one box when you found it?
You didn't even have to know how to cook. You had some
like
government
one
cheese.
Right.
The cheese will cook for you.
Like
was it in somebody's freezer?
Man, nah.
Like a
it was like new packaging. It had like the real, you know that when they have like cheese and the stamp to say real cheese, like real, like the real.
The autumn thousands of numbers
real
stamped
with a
on
little like swervy thing on it. Yeah.
And all the numbers.
I didn't see. No, I don't remember the numbers being on there. But because I'm telling you, it's like it's still out there.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm
This is
gonna give it to
something.
you because I want to know where it's at.
I don't know.
See what I'm saying? They cut through. They go on.
Like
the
I did
Instagram,
too
they
much
suck it
even
through.
talking about.
Well, I was going to say, why did you bring it up if you weren't sharing?
I got y'all.
Just
How about that?
because.
I got y'all.
I know
All
that's
right,
right.
Bright Vision. Let's get
Okay.
it going. Let's talk about the lovely Amber Bright. We already talked about her because we know her, and then we did our normal shop talk. This is what we do on shop talk.
I like it.
This is what we do. All right.
So welcome.
I had a conversation. Let me explain this to you. So
Okay.
I was at the church house, and first I'd like to give an honor to God, who is the head of my life.
Amen.
Okay, let me say that first. I was at the church house, and Amber came and said, I got something to talk to you about. And I said, okay. You know, that's me. I'm like, okay. She said, it ain't bad. I said, I know I ain't did nothing bad. I was like, go ahead. So she's talking to me, and I remember, what was it, a few years back, 4 or 5 years? When did I see you? When you were talking about the, what is it, the keratoconus?
About keratoconus.
Wait,
what?
what? Keratoconus.
Keratoconus. Oh, you got me. Keratoconus.
Keratoconus.
Like care.
Keratoconus.
Keratoconus.
All right. Why I said probably because what's her name?
Keratoconus.
Katora and Takara. And everybody want to change all these fancy names up and mess me up. All right. Keratoconus.
There you go.
All right.
Keratoconus.
Let's spell it for the people.
Whew. Keratoconus.
All right. There y'all go.
Keratoconus.
Keratoconus. The word for today.
Yes.
Keratoconus. All right. So, a few years back, we were talking. I remember you were getting ready to have surgery, or you were going to have surgery.
Yeah, because I had my first transplant in 2016. So that was 4 years. So it must have been
Okay.
4 years ago.
Okay, and then you were doing one eye,
One eye.
and you were not doing. You were going to do the other eye, right?
No, I
Or
didn't
did you
plan on
not
it.
have to?
I didn't have to,
Okay.
but this year I had the second one.
Okay, I can't pronounce it, but I can tell you a little bit about what it is. It is the clear tissue layer from on the front of your eye, the cornea.
Well,
Medical terms, the cornea. But it's you explain it a little bit more.
Okay, let me see. So keratoconus, is a progressive eye disorder in which the normally round cornea thins and begins to bulge, and it goes like into a cone-like shape,
Okay.
causing distorted vision. And it makes daily tasks difficult, like driving, reading, house chores, things like that.
When you say deteriorate, what does it look like? If you could describe,
Like rain, maybe, on the windshield.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks kind of like that.
Is this in any way like similar to astigmatism, or is that?
It is. It really is. It's a high astigmatism. Yes. Yeah. That's a good one.
Okay.
You got it.
I'm just here for just those moments.
We here tonight. We here
That public school stuff kick in there.
That's that public education. Hey, we got it.
Yes.
We got them. The parochial, where I know I got a bell for y'all somewhere. The high city bell. Okay.
Oh, like a ding ding
Ting,
ding
ting, ting. I know I got one somewhere around
You
here.
don't even get the dang.
Yeah, I'm about to come out with the school, our bell, and y'all bell.
Okay, so let's see.
But we got it. So go ahead.
So like the cause of it is unknown, but theory has a few things like excessive eye rubbing, improper contact fitting, genetics. What else? One more thing. Oh God, I can't think. And for me, I think it's improper contact fitting. That's what I'll say for me, because
That caused it?
Yeah, for me, that's what I believe.
See, that's what.
And look.
Do you think it was like?
I think it.
When
when
did you
I
start
say
wearing
it,
contacts?
Because that's what I'm saying. For years, you know how if you get consistent with one doctor, just with one doctor, I would always go different doctors every year. I would just go around. You know what I mean? So that's what I believe.
Well, insurance
depends on the
contact.
doctor.
I mean,
too.
yeah, you know how they.
Depends.
I just believe for me, but
Yeah.
again, like I say, it's genetics, excessive.
There's your bell.
Hey, I
So,
like that.
so like, were there any studies done? Like, cause like, when
That's
did
what
you
said
start?
Theory has it. I was diagnosed in 2010.
When did you start wearing contacts?
Oh,
Or should we
gosh,
not make that correlation?
No, I was in the 9th grade, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, well, let's not make that correlation.
All right.
Let's hold on a second. Let me get down to the good stuff.
Okay.
So you said improper contact
Improper
fitting.
contact fitting.
Explain that.
You know, like your. Oh.
I don't wear contacts because I'm scared to put stuff in my eyes.
If they don't get the proper fitting for your contact.
Okay, so that could cause issues?
That's what they're saying. Theory has it. One of the reasons.
Contact lenses a contact lens is not a contact lens. It depends on the shape of your eye. It depends on the tolerance. Like when I first got my contact lenses, any thickness to that lens, I could not blink without pain. So they had to make my lens very, 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 very thin. My daughter is having issues right now. Her astigmatism is so bad that they had to special order her lenses because you have to look at the shape of your eye. You have to look at the brand of the lens. Our eyes, if you notice when you go to get your glasses, they will measure your eyes. They measure, how the glasses are supposed to fit on your face. They measure how the contact lens is supposed to fit on your eye. The other thing would also be non-compliance, I would say, because I was the non-compliance queen with my contact lens. So all of that affects the shape of your eye, how a lens is supposed to fit on your eye, and if it's an improper fit, it's going to irritate. That's where the rubbing comes from, and it's going to affect the way your cornea shapes.
Okay, go ahead.
My question was going to be, because I know at one point, like all contacts were like hard contacts. And I wonder if that had something to do with could this be tracked as being more prevalent at one time period versus another? And so, like, for example, I never heard of it until I sat down here today.
Okay, wait a minute, let Amber answer. Go ahead.
I don't know. I didn't wear hard. I know, like you said, the hard contacts. When I started in like 9th grade, I had soft contacts.
Okay.
So I didn't wear them back then.
Okay, so you wore, let's focus on you since it affected you, and you're the one who had the diagnosis of keratoconus. Keratoconus.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna have it. Yes. Yeah. She digging the bell. We gotta get it. There you go. There you go. I got you.
All right.
Okay, so once you actually were diagnosed with keratoconus, have you ever heard of it? Oh, they still cheer. Thank you.
Never. So when they told me in 2010, have you ever been told you had keratoconus? I'm like, no. I'm like, what is that? What is it? I couldn't even pronounce it. And she says, okay, well, your vision will your cornea will just bulge like a cone shape. That's all she told me.
Okay.
So I'm like, in my mind, I really thought like people with the thyroids, their eyes get a little bit bulged. I thought that's what would happen with me. But
like hypothyroidism.
Yeah, but year after year, my vision would decrease. It would decrease to the point where I couldn't drive. I couldn't clean. I couldn't even really see dirt. I couldn't see people's faces. You practically had to be in my face.
And it only affected one eye at the time.
Well, both, but the one was far gone because I waited. So probably if I would have did something in 2010, I wouldn't need surgery.
So back to Kim Hampton, go-to girl, when she said non-compliance.
With
appointments and everything. Well, if you look at the medical terminology from keratoconus, you can say condition of the keratin. That's what I would think of if I broke it down. You know what I mean? However, I want to go into a little more detail as far as we want to real stuff on Shop Talk. So how much did it cost you for this surgery, or what did they say? How did they fix it? Because I know you went in like, okay, so you tell me I got this condition. How do we fix it?
Okay, well let's go. Talking about money. God, it's so good. Well, when I first again was diagnosed, and as it started getting bad, I'm thinking the doctors, they start telling me nothing can be done. There's nothing they can do. Then I was watching TV on the doctors, and there was this kid on there. He had his vision report, keratoconus. A doctor in
child?
He was like 16.
Oh,
he was
man.
16.
Okay.
A doctor in Beverly Hills did his surgery. Oh my God, it was hope. So I contacted that doctor, and they told me to send them my records. I did that, and they said, okay, well now it's going to be like $30,000. What?
Wow.
I'm going, $30,000? We're going to get $30,000. At the time, I was driving an Escalade. I'm just saying, I'm saying, okay, so you're driving an Escalade. You're making payments, but you can't get $30,000?
Girl, say that again.
That's why I was like, okay, but guess what I did? Okay, you're going to set up a GoFundMe.
Okay.
Because you're getting ready to get your eyes fixed. You're going to set up a GoFundMe. Wrong answer.
Oh.
I think I raised like $500.
Well, you raised something, so that was good.
GoFundMe. And I got discouraged again because I'm thinking, this is for my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I see people on GoFundMe and they get money to go to Vegas. They
Beyonce tickets.
They do. They really do. So I can get it for my eyes, but after a month, I only raised $500. I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Went in a state of depression. I didn't want to come out of the house. I didn't think anybody loved me. Nobody cared. I'm going blind. And I was like, girl, your faith ain't never small. You better change that. I did. So when I changed my belief, changed the faith, start believing, I said, my aunt told me to contact some other people, in the area and see. I contacted Cleveland, this eye place in Cleveland, and they did the exact same thing that the doctor in Beverly Hills did.
Okay.
And it was like $3,000, I think $3,000.
Okay.
Wow.
From $30,000.
Right. You was paying that 90210.
Yeah, that's what it was. You was paying that zip code.
I called them, and then that $500. So the $500 that I had, I put that as a down payment, and had, wait, let me back up because I'm skipping. I had a procedure called cross-linking. When I went to them, they told me your right eye is too far gone. There's nothing we can do, but we can refer you to another doctor. So we can do your left eye, and it's called cross-linking, which stops the progression of keratoconus.
Okay.
That means, progression, it will not get any worse than it is.
Okay.
So that was $3,000. So I put the $500 down that I had raised, and then I made payments. So out of all of this, that's why, you know what? There's somebody else going through this, and I got to find them. I got to just start searching through Facebook, Instagram.
Support groups.
Yes. It has to be somebody else. There was a lot of people that needed, like you said, the surgery. They didn't have money, just like me. A lot of people didn't, and then God placed it on my heart to start your own business.
Okay.
And I'm going to start my own. I don't even know. This is for me, for real, talking to God. I'm like, I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do? Start a t-shirt line. Start a t-shirt. I'm really talking to God like this. Start a t-shirt line. What do I do? What is it going to be? Remember, here it is, this big E. I could not see this big E. When that check, how you go get your
I check right.
I could not see that big E. My prescription was $2,800.
Wow.
Huh?
So 2,800.
Listen, we know
So did you
2020.
have a diagnosis of legal blindness at this point?
Well, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Were you eligible for disability?
That's just it. Okay, because the left eye, because I had cross-linking with corrective lenses, I couldn't. You understand? If you could correct
if they can fix it, you're not disabled.
Yes.
Right.
Even though I was diagnosed.
2,800?
No, because I could put the lens in my left. Hold on. My right eye was too far gone. That was totally.
They said body nixed it. Okay.
No contacts. Nothing would help that.
Okay.
So yes, like you said, that could. But because of my left eye with corrective lenses, I'm not eligible for disability.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
So that's when I'm like, oh, and that big E. So this is where all this designs came up. It was more like personal, to see that when I seen the big E after I had my surgery, I just cried. Because I couldn't see. I didn't think I was going to see my grandchildren. I didn't think I was going to see anybody. Started the t-shirt line. I still was like,
You wanted more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, God, we got to work this out. What do I got to do? Okay, when you sell a t-shirt, now give a percentage and put it into a fund so that you can help somebody else.
Wow. Awesome.
So so then I started the t-shirts, and I'm like, but that's still not going to make the money that I need to help somebody with their money. Sunglasses, dealing with the eyes. Bam, there you go. Got to protect your eyes.
Right.
Bright vision.
Right. That's the birth of bright vision.
Very good, Amber.
Bright vision. So now when you purchase from me, a percentage goes into another fund, and I'm going to give back. So now it's all Bright Vision gives back.
Okay, Bright Vision gives back. Do you have anything coming up?
My birthday is this month. I'll be 52, January 26th.
Okay.
You wearing it well. You wearing it
52. Okay.
And I said that to say, on January 25th, I am having a painted forward birthday party.
Okay.
So it's painted forward.
Paint it. What we painting?
Okay.
What we painting?
We are painting dragonflies, butterflies.
Oh.
That's transition.
Oh.
What you want me to paint?
What you want me to paint?
Do you know what dragonflies is? That's like transition. That's change.
Well, butterfly. Yeah, I get that. I can tell it has changed. I understand. I'm just being male.
Paint with a purpose. Being male. Yeah, paint with a purpose.
Yeah, I'm just being male. Like, let me get my wine. Like, what we painting? I ain't the greatest painter, but I'll come and enjoy the sights.
Yes.
I don't want to see no dragonflies, but I'm joking. I see butterflies though.
And look, remember, fly eyes. See, dragon, fly eyes.
Oh, you're so cute. Okay. Butterfly eyes. Okay. You can believe butterflies right now. How you feeling?
It take them a minute.
That's our public education.
That's our public education kicking in.
However, I had to bring you on because we all are affected by this. As you notice, we all got help. I got glasses. Rugo got glasses. Kim got glasses. She wearing contacts. Do you wear contacts, Rugo?
I try, but it takes too long for me to put them in.
You ain't got that
I'm
kind
one
of
of those
time?
people, like, I'll be like blinking, trying to put it in.
Contact
And I keep dropping it
Man.
washing it. And
Listen.
Oh, real fast.
Look, y'all got it going on.
Touch your eyeball, pull it.
I can't do nothing. I had a problem with eyelashes in my eyes. I be crying like something killing me. I didn't fool with contacts. You remember when the color contacts first came out?
Everybody was my color with blue and purple eyes.
Hazel.
Listen, Hazel was it.
had
And I went to go to get some, right? Funny story. So my cousin, she goes out there. It's her doctor, some doctor out there. I don't even remember the street. But anyway, he was an older guy talking about these contacts. But you couldn't leave until you tried them in. Well, I wanted to see what I looked like in it. And everybody said I looked like my mother. So what did I do? I took them home and I told her to put them in. I was like, can you put these in so I can see what I look like? She put them in. She looked beautiful. I was like, oh, those look good. Here, you keep them because it was a throwaway. I just felt like, no, I'm not putting anything in my eyes, not because I knew anything about keratoconus. Okay, I didn't know anything about that. You said that you didn't know anything about it. I just was not okay with putting stuff in my eyes because I was like, I got like they say I have an old soul. I'm like, down the road sometimes they gonna say something wrong with it. So I like my grandmother, like, I don't want to try anything new. So I wasn't one to fool with contacts. I'm still not because I don't like putting things in my eye. And Rugal said like it take forever. I would walk around with just one. I probably would be like, can you come get this one out? Like I can't get this out. I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wanted you to have to come on to the show because a lot of people are affected by it. We were having a discussion and the discussion was, you said no, and even you shared here where it was almost like you felt alone and nobody knew what it was, so they kept scrolling. Then you're on Facebook, and let's be honest, if you don't know what it is, you keep going. And then you going blind, yes, that was an urgency for you, but for somebody else, they like, my eyesight fine, and they kept on scrolling. And that's probably why your GoFundMe only was $500, which is still a blessing if you look at it, versus somebody saying, hey, I want to go see Beyonce. Everybody interested in Beyonce, even though we understand, when you look at the relevance of it, to them, that's what was important to them. And they like, sending people to go see Beyonce versus you, not being able to see and like, okay, wait a minute. And like you said, you were driving an Escalade at the time, and I understood where you were going with that. It was like, okay, I'm driving an Escalade. Clearly, this looks like this is more important than my vision. It's like if I can afford an Escalade and I'm making payments, how come I can't invest in self?
Exactly.
So I totally get it. And I thank you for sharing with us.
Okay.
But you got to tell me, how can we contact you and get the information as far as being a part, donating? Of course we here, so we got you on the show, so we supporting you getting the word out.
Thank you guys so much. But I have to say this one too. Through all of this again, like I said, the support group.
We ain't letting you go.
I know.
Look.
Okay, good, because I don't want to leave yet.
Yeah. We ain't letting you go.
Good.
Butterflies is gone. I'm ready now. Let's stop talk, baby.
I'm good now.
Go ahead.
I started, and this is so funny because I started a support group called, I don't know how to do the podcast. I don't know none of that.
Okay.
But I said I'm not going to let that stop me. Because you got a cell phone. People got phones. So you know how you have the free conference call numbers?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that. Let's connect the free conference, hook it up, put it out there. Let's get people on the phone. And I have a beautiful partner, Makisha Odom. I got to give her a shout out.
Shout out to Miss Odom.
Shout out. Got to. I asked her to co-visionary with me because she's awesome and amazing. She's also a bilateral cornea transplant recipient, so she understands.
Okay.
So we did. So every Sunday at 8 o'clock, we have a support group called Keratoconus University.
Okay, 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Okay.
Eastern. Yeah.
Okay.
So we do a call, and this is so funny.
What's the
really,
number?
she does a lot of talking.
What's the
okay,
number?
Yeah, what is the number? Look, I did write it down. Oh, here it is. Okay. Get your pens, write it down.
Go ahead.
Kim, stop laughing.
She ready. Go ahead. Be ready.
Go, girl. You got this.
605-472-5519.
Okay, there's a support group tonight, Sunday, 8 p.m. And the phone number again is?
605-472-5519. And the PIN number is 473-599#.
One more time.
473-599#.
Phone number and the PIN.
The phone number is 605-472-5519. PIN number 473-599#.
All right, so if you guys need some support, if you know somebody who is dealing with keratoconus, please contact them. Visit the
Call tonight at 8 p.m.
Call in tonight at 8 p.m. for their conference. And y'all have like a conference call.
Mm-hmm.
And to contact you if we want to support and get your T-shirts, the eye vision, because you do frames, because we got to talk about the frames still.
Right.
How do you have a website available?
It's www.brightvision.shop. That'll be up and running next week. What's today?
Today is Sunday. Today is next week, honey.
Yeah, Friday. Well, Friday.
This Friday. Today is next week. Welcome to that next week, honey.
Up and running, get it up and running Friday. www.brightvision.shop.
Okay, brightvision.shop. Go ahead, Kim.
I have a question for you. Okay, so you've had the transplant now.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a chance of recurrence because this comes from different etiology orders? I'm sorry. So different things can cause it. So when they did your transplant, did they tell you that there was a possibility of recurrence, or are you considered healed?
No, they did not say that, and that's a very good question because right now my prescription, remember, was $2,800.
Right.
Now it's 45, 35 with
awesome.
Nothing. Like,
with nothing.
Correct, nothing.
Very wow.
Like I'm driving now, nothing.
Wow.
No contact.
I say pull up, girlfriend. I mean, parallel to the car.
Is that one eye or both eyes?
Both. Let me see. One's 2025 and 2040.
So can you talk about a little bit about because you said earlier that the one eye was they were saying it was lost cause.
I had a cornea transplant. That's the one I had in 2016. I had a cornea transplant.
Now, how much would something like that cost?
My insurance paid for that.
Okay, but do you know? Did you see the EOB? Explanation of benefits.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Like 30,000. I heard.
Okay, so that's the number 30. 1, 2, 3. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what?
Let's church.
So did they consider the keratoconus elective procedure cosmetic? Why was it so hard to get insurance to participate and pay for this?
You mean for
the actual right?
Yeah, because at that time it wasn't FDA approved.
Okay,
but now it is.
Okay.
That's what we do. 1, 2, Google. Everybody. That's what we ask questions. We ask the relevant questions.
That is so good, and it is because at that time it was not FDA approved.
Okay.
No insurance. Yeah, you had to pay out of pocket. But now, yes, it is.
And what year was this again?
16.
Okay.
15.
Okay, go ahead.
I was going to say this is why we need healthcare reform. They go a further step than the Affordable Health Care Act.
Yes.
Because people shouldn't have to suffer with this condition that can be corrected, for mere thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? So we got to vote, get the right people in office, make sure we can get a universal health care system that helps everybody. Because if without insurance, it sounds like you would have been really struggling through this.
That's why, like I said, I want to give back because there are still people. I've been like in a Facebook group. They don't even have insurance. They don't have health.
And see, here's the thing. Just like what Rugo just said, without insurance, you're pretty much up the creek without a paddle. But here's the thing. So let's say you have insurance. Here you are working, driving an Escalade, and you lose your vision, which in turn you will lose your job, which in turn you will lose insurance, and then you just totally lose altogether. So I commend your mission.
So
I commend your mission. That's nuts. That's nuts. It's like, let's stop it, just like Rugo was saying, let's stop it before it gets to that place. Yeah. Wow.
But you are an excellent example of taking charge of your health care. There are so many people today who are intimidated by whatever the doctor tells them is the gospel. That's truth, and there is no, other option. So I applaud you in your effort to take charge of your own health and wellness, and we really need to empower more people to do that. So your mission is like across the board.
And on that same note, one thing I found that was really intriguing about your story was that you said the first doctor that diagnosed you in 2010 was like, well,
if that's all that's gonna happen,
like it's not
it's
like
nothing.
Like like
it wasn't affected him.
Yeah, like it was just handled nonchalantly. Mm-hmm. And it was a very serious condition.
Yeah, it's a huge condition. Sight.
And that's why this 2020, this personal for me.
Right. I heard that. That's why today's show was called Move. Get out the way. I ain't trying to be like ludicrous. But y'all know y'all hear it in your head. Y'all know y'all filling in the blank. You know what I mean? It's like, listen, nothing is going to stop me. Yeah. No one can stop me. Let's just make it happen and do what we need to do and push forward. So I'm glad that you're not giving up. Mm-hmm. And I'm praying that you will encourage other people not to give up. Because that's what it's all about. Keep going, keep pushing. Again, I want you guys, if you know somebody who was affected by... I'm going to get it right. Keratoconus.
Yes.
Hey, I'm slowing it down. I don't want to move too fast. I don't want to move too fast. Please call in to the conference call. The phone number is 605-472-5519. The PIN number is 473-599#. Don't forget that pound sign, okay? Mm-hmm. So that you could go on in the room. So go on in the room. 8 p.m. every Sunday. This is every Sunday, right? Visit the website. The website is brightvision.shop.
Correct.
Brightvision.shop. Excellent name.
Yes.
I'm excited about it. And I'm looking. I can't wait to see the frames. You know that because I stay fly.
Hey.
Stay fly. Look, Jack say stay. Look, stay fly, butterfly, dragonflies. I'm trying to make it go. Look, trying to make it go.
Dragonflies.
Another thing. Tell me something else to paint. Give me something else.
No, you can paint dragonflies. Dragonflies seem a little complicated though.
No, you can do it.
And I said dough. Okay? I said dough, not D-O-U-G-H with him and his pancakes. D-O-E. Dough. We about to do it, okay? I didn't know if you was going to have, I don't want to give you no bad ideas, but it's some people in Cleveland and they live models. Want to do it? it's some live models. I'm just joking and no, they're not nude guys, but they kind of fly. I can't even draw. I can't draw a fly, so I won't be painting a fly, but I will come partake in the festivities, and it's a good cause. And you said how much of your percentage is going toward?
52. Oh, see, I forgot. That's why.
That's why I get you.
I'll be 52.
I get you.
I'm giving 52% to Clear Choice LASIK. Actually, they're out of Cleveland.
Okay.
They're
That's who you went to get your surgery?
Yes. So
man, that's awesome.
Yes.
All right, you got to make sure you give me their information so I can put it up on my
Clear
website
Choice
too.
LASIK.
Where are we painting at?
Davidson's.
Okay.
On 36.
The Davidson's nightclub. they resurrected. I need to put this away. Go get some coffee. Huh?
All right, so you have communed quite enough.
I have communed quite enough. Wait a minute. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, so tell me, it's in Youngstown? Wait, is it in Youngstown or is it okay?
3636 Canfield Road, Canfield, Ohio.
Oh, I know it.
Oh,
the restaurant.
Oh,
is that the restaurant?
It's Davidson's.
Yeah.
Yes, Davidson's restaurant.
Davidson's restaurant.
On the corner of Canfield and Meridian.
Listen,
yes.
Turn to the right.
Okay.
Green sign, right? Green sign.
Okay. Let me get this clear. Davidson's restaurant. We are painting butterflies on the corner of Canfield and Meridian. You make it right. Rubo said it's a green sign.
Is it a green sign? Or is that
I don't know what the sign is.
Anyway,
you can't miss it.
You listen. Go on to the page, Shop Talk with Mel, the Facebook page. Go to the website. I'll have all the information for you, lovely people. Come on out, have a blast. You want pre-registration?
If you do it before, what's today's date? Yeah, 5th.
Today is the 5th.
January 6th is $30.
Okay, so it's $30. So that's the average range for.
35
So this is not a paint and sip. This is a paint.
It's a paint.
It's a paint and fly.
I'm gonna have some wine here to sip.
I'm not encouraging. I'm not encouraging drinkers.
I'm not encouraging.
Yeah, we're not doing that. So, because usually, what we're familiar with, let's be honest here. All jokes aside, you might be familiar with the paint and sips.
Yes.
But here's the thing: clear eyes, good vision. My girl is 2025 and 2030. You say
2040.
2040 from 2800. So let's just go and let's just celebrate her. Even if you don't want to pay for the $30, if you want to go by and just drop off a few dollars here and there, we will appreciate everything. Because you said 52% of the proceeds will go toward
Clear Choice LASIK.
Clear Choice
on
LASIK.
someone's deposit
on
for surgery.
That is so awesome.
Yes,
so just know, and she said 52%. Just say 50%, so that's like $15. You just sitting there, boom. Actually, it's a little more than $15, but I'm just giving you, an easy number. $15 that you are giving toward the good. All right, so let's pay it forward. Paint it forward.
Paint it forward.
Paint it forward. I'm going over there to paint. So if y'all want to come kick with me, y'all, my skills are not grand. You know what I'm saying? I'm an artist. I'm a different type of artist, though. I talk. That's what I do. Okay?
You have an instructor there, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what? Makisha Odom, she will be the one that we do the call.
She's the one that's going to tell us how to paint a dragonfly. Because
yes.
Listen, all them wings and stuff, that sounds real.
Can't you paint a butterfly instead?
Well, that's just it. She already said, listen, if men don't want to paint butterflies. Men want to paint the dragon. So when you get to a certain part on it, ladies, if you want to do the butterflies, she gonna tell you go this way. Men, if you want to do dragonflies, you go this way.
Because the body is the same until you start getting to the wings.
Okay. You go, girl.
Okay.
That's why she Kim Ham the go-to girl. See what I'm saying?
And everybody always tells her to go, right?
Yeah, that's right. You go, girl. There's a means
That's
to the
right.
madness.
Okay.
Have you ever Rugo the movie guy?
No,
he keeps us up. Okay, well, Rugo the movie guy. He keeps us up on all the movies and what we need to be watching and what we should not watch, and he grades. But he don't tell you what not to watch, but he tell you he watches scary movie. And so he's a little nervous. And he's talking about all the sounds that are happening. What's that sound? I was like, that's the wind outside. He watches scary movies, so we're going to keep him lifted up. We got him.
I'm just saying.
That was a scary movie.
That Hereditary will change your life. I'm telling you.
So...
I'm telling you, you talking about the wind, and it's a scene in there. Can't talk about it, but if you want to go check that out, it's on you. It's great. It's great.
So it's well written, obviously.
Oh, the movie is great. It's just great and just. The how it's filmed is like the cinematography is great. But it's just.
Go-to girl. Have you ever heard him say any movie was great?
I mean, he's speechless.
It's well done, but it
gets its point across. It does what it set out to do.
Your point across.
So are you going to paint?
He said,
or are you just going to stop through?
I don't know. I gotta figure that out.
We already talked about it. I'm gonna see. We know. I'm gonna see.
I'm gonna see what's up.
He gonna see.
He said it's a well done movie. He said it's great. He's walking around in the daylight. Told, what's that?
Yeah, it's early. Hey, it's early.
There was some daytime stuff in that movie.
I'm like, it's early. He's like, what's that? I was like, that's the wind. Yes, just the wind. What's that?
Because it's
the sound.
Man. It's a couple. I can't even say it.
I don't want no parts of it because I don't fool with no scary movies at all. I don't fool with no scary movies.
And the thing about it ain't like you be like doing that like a whole bunch of jump scares.
It's just scary. All right. Well, that means it was well done. Okay. All right, Ruko. He gonna see, but he'll donate.
Okay.
Like I'm like he's gonna donate.
He's gonna donate.
Yeah, he's gonna donate. You donate?
Yeah.
See, he's donating. That's what we do. We donate. We donate. We do what we do. There you go.
Oh.
Look. Hey, listen. Let me tell you something. We're going to talk about tithes real quick, and then I'm going to be done.
Tithes.
Now, usually people tithe at the beginning of the month, so I'm in the middle of the month. The 1st and 15th, some people get paid
They
in
get
military,
paid.
ex-military spouse, so I reckon on the 1st and the 15th, that was payday. So, so you know, you can tithe to
that
something
place.
else. Yeah.
Yeah.
See that? Listen. Come on
Uh-huh.
now, you can give. Look at that. Look at that.
Some preachers might.
Your
just
church
miss
like,
you right now. Hold
Stop her! Stop her!
on. Hold on. What you doing?
But you can give. You can give. Here you go. I want to give to this cause. This is it, and that will be relevant to me as tithes. And I'm sorry, your vision, y'all lights might be off because I'm donating to Bright Vision.
Okay.
Y'all can be Amish. I'll bring y'all a candle. Okay, no, I'm joking. I'm joking. Take a candle to the church. Here you go, because I'm donating over here.
The visual.
A visual.
You know, we just had our candlelight service.
Yes, we doing it.
Christmas
We doing
Eve
it.
now.
But I got you, girl, because I am going to come, and you said it is
January 25th from
Ja-
6 to 9.
January
At
25th,
Davidson's restaurant.
Not the nightclub.
6 to 9, Davis's restaurant.
Yes.
6 to 9. That's a good time.
Is it?
It really is.
That's a good time. Yes,
I
it
was
is. It's
wondering
not
about that.
early in the morning.
Okay.
It's not late at night. 6 to 9, and you can have dinner there.
Yes.
See, now I might pay and eat because you know a sister like to eat now. Now that's my favorite thing.
Gonna have a little something to munch on.
You
All right.
Look, see, you could come in there and taste the food and give it a
Taste the
review.
food. Uh-huh.
And give a review. Have you ever eaten there?
No.
See?
I heard
I've
it.
never
Oh, yeah.
had
I
see,
did.
Let's just do it.
Yeah, I had a buffet there. It was
Oh,
pretty
really?
decent. Yeah.
I heard it was.
Okay, never been there.
Yeah.
What you thinking about?
Nothing.
You gonna be looking around like,
Nothing.
what
I
is
wasn't
this?
thinking about nothing. You know, like sometimes you like you come across a place, you be like, I wonder if I, you know what I mean? Like, you know.
We got a reason to go.
Yeah, I got a reason to check it out.
All right, so we're going to check it out. January the 25th,
January 25th.
6 to 9,
6 to 9.
Davidson's.
3636 Canfield Road, Canfield, Ohio.
All right, Canfield, Ohio.
Oh,
That's not one of our streets.
it ain't one of our
It
streets.
ain't one of our.
Hey, but that's like, I think that's like Canfield, like Youngstown, though.
It is.
It is. It's where
That's right at that corner,
Canfield,
Cornersburg.
that's where Tippecanoe
Yeah,
and Meridian switch off, and Canfield is right there at that intersection where that
By the
Sparkle
blue
is.
No,
Uh-uh.
you're way in
No,
No, you
you're-
know where Brandywine Apartments are? That Brandywine down there in that area.
Sparkles.
Cornersburg.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Cornersburg.
This
Yeah,
is
it's
that
down in
area.
Cornersburg.
Oh, okay, by the
Yeah.
Bellaria.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
not Bellaria.
By the
yeah.
franchise.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know it
By
was
the
a Bellaria.
franchise.
There's a
Yeah, they got it.
donut, that Sparkle Plaza
I
down
know
there.
there's
It's
a Dairy
down
Queen,
there.
but you went too far if you went there, right?
Yeah, because you're not gonna turn onto Meridian. When you
Yeah.
come up Canfield Road, it's Tippecanoe and Meridian, and right to your caddy corner
Walgreens.
right.
Yes,
It's Walgreens.
right across the
To
street.
your caddy
Yeah.
corner right,
That's
you will see the restaurant.
Yeah, because they got that.
Well, I'm
like,
gonna go.
It's
One more
right there
time.
at that
Was
intersection.
it like 5 roads?
One more time, the address.
3636 Canfield Road.
3636 Canfield Road. All right, you heard it right there.
Seating is limited, so please contact me at
Alright.
614-212-4669. Again, that's 614-212-4669.
All right. There you go. Amber
right.
Bright Vision, doing it up. Keratoconus.
Yeah.
Let me tell
She
y'all.
said it.
I said it, and I said it accurate.
Yes, you did.
I did good. Look at them twins on the earth. They earth in a double mint twins. Up there doing it. That's all right. We changing.
Yeah.
That's right. Look.
Go
Let's-
you mighty cowboy.
Yeah.
Go.
Cheers.
Go.
Go.
Fighting Irish.
Look at them. They all hype. We like cowboys.
Yeah. Does everybody know?
We doing it. Well, you know what y'all know why I heard that.
Yeah, well, you didn't give me much. Like,
I gave you communion
she was
service.
she was like, oh, I forgot. He wanted some too.
Yeah, oh, you're right, because I filled my cup up. She gave you the
Look,
cracker size.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Exactly.
Yeah, my
I
little
have to
wafer.
tell you too. Good idea. You're right about that.
Yeah, listen, you got to talk. You got to have something to drink because
water.
you will be
Oh, the water?
parched.
Oh, the water.
You
Oh,
will
that's
be
told you.
parched as you talk.
All that
and
talking you gotta
everything.
do? I'm like, you ain't
Right.
running the truth.
All right, let's move on. I got to tell you guys, I got some information that I think is imperative for each and every one of you because what we do And what we do when we write, we have the tendency to write, let's say, for instance, we're going to say my birthday. 9/8/ and let's say 20. Mine is 2020. We have the tendency, like last year, 9/8/19. And we abbreviate those last numbers. Well, since we are in the 2000, remember, you don't want to abbreviate that because somebody could go in and get credit cards and they can add to it. So if you put, like today is January, you put January, 1/5/20, because we used to doing things the short way. Somebody can add 2016, 2015, and
like
go back.
You know what? Like,
So what you want to do, you want to actually write the 4 digits.
Right.
So write the 4 digits just to protect yourself, and those are those who have been a victim of identity theft. That would be me. So that was important to me. Again, here we go. When people don't know, they're like, oh, they keep on scrolling. But once it happened to you, you high beams is on, honey.
Right.
I'm like, I don't want anybody else to, encounter if you weren't a victim of identity theft, but it is no game. And you can, like I said, you could go back a year, 2019, and end up with some credit cards, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, boom, okay, and they had this, or just write the 4 digits. So we can't, no shortcuts, all right?
No shortcuts.
Get out the way, people. No shortcuts.
No
So
shortcuts.
I wanted to give that information to you lovely people. All right, now, let's go. Let's go with this rant. Have you ever, look, that's what you play. Have you ever sold a vehicle to a friend of someone, and every time something goes wrong, or a friend of a family, or something like that, and something go wrong? All right, I'm just flat out tell y'all. So I just flat, I'm your, example. This is the real deal. You help somebody out, and you give them something, and then anytime they need something, you're like the go-to person, because you're the one to introduce them to that person. Or let's say a relationship. That's why I don't hook people up no more. Introduce me to him. That's your boy, introduce me to him. And then every time something goes wrong with that relationship, they call him you. Am I the only one that's been in that place?
I've been in the situation of being a caller sometimes. Not in a relationship situation.
Oh, you was a caller?
In a car situation.
Okay.
And not because I was, like, first of all, if you buy something used, you gotta have an idea, like, hey, it's used, But my calls were like, hey, can you give me a little bit more history on this, if this was done, if this wasn't done, blah, blah, blah.
Now, if you went to a dealership, are you going to call the dealership and say, hey, can you give me some more history on whoever?
I get my Carfax.
Okay, so why not ask for your Carfax prior to?
Because
if you know the person, just like
if I know the person, I'm like, hey, I remember, did you get a transmission fixed on this car? And it's like, oh yeah, I did. And you can find that paper in the glove box, stuff like that. But as far as accusing them, like, you owe me more money back or something like that, I don't really know about all that stuff.
Yeah, you don't know. All right, what about you, Kim? Have you ever experienced that?
Not really, but I try to caution myself with that, because if you make that referral or that suggestion and things go to the left, then they come back to you because you're supposed to fix it. I am not getting in that situation.
But you know what? What you got to say before I
go ahead, Amber. What you think? You ever been in that situation?
No.
You never sat there and had a girl, or be like, hey, girl, hook me up with him, or whatever, or vice versa. Let's say you were that person and you dating somebody that somebody hooked you up when you be like, he a dog, and then you got to call the person that hooked y'all up. He played me.
Just so you know, to get him off your referral list.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. It's an update.
That's what it is. It's an update.
Yeah, it's a review. You get 2 stars on that hookup. They took me to dinner, they paid for it, but then they ain't calling back for 4 days.
So yeah, girl, don't set him up with nobody else. He done. That referral, bad referral. Don't do that.
Yeah,
no
that's
more.
all. They just let you know.
Well, listen, I'm a drop offer. I feel like we grown. I'm a drop offer. I'm like, here you go. This is this. I'm done. Once you got it, I'm done. I don't want no parts of it.
So what are they asking? What are they coming back to you about?
Helping. Needing something. Helping them. Listen, I ain't got the time. That's why. Anything. That's why I drop them off. Listen, you
tell them, look, this is the drop off?
No, listen, no, I don't say it's the drop off, but I show them like the back up and reverse and stuff the load. I ain't lying. Okay, you need some help.
Okay.
and it's like, oh, okay, I can lead you in the right direction, and I give you the help, but I don't want to be the one that assists you. Does that mean?
It's not mean, but you have to make it clear when you do that. You say, okay, this is
It is clear.
This
I
is
love
as far as I can take you. Once you step off the train, I'm gone. That's
you.
it.
Do you owe them that if you don't know them?
Obviously,
Well,
you
if
do.
you don't know them, you gotta know the person.
Okay, not really. Like, people, like, I guess they know me, like, from here, from the platform. It's like, do you know this? Do you know this? So they ask me for referrals.
Okay.
So maybe I should take your referral, girl. I ain't gonna hook you up with him no more. Okay, I got the update. However, if you meet me and you know it's like, hey, I need this, or you know somebody who does this. Well, yeah, boom, I'll hook you up. No, I'll be like, oh yes, and I give you the connection.
Okay, so I need somebody who can sell me some really nice sunglasses.
Okay, and what am I going to do? I am going. Okay, great example.
Okay.
That's what you go to, girl. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Boom, you need some. Okay, hey, you know what? I had my girl Amber on the show, and she has bright vision. Let me give you her information. Boom. So you can just go to the website. It's brightvision.shop. You could go on there, and then she also gave her phone number, which is
614-212-4669.
okay, and then bam, I give you that information. So you get all the stuff, and then you want to call me and tell me, hey, my glasses broke. Can you contact Amber, your girl, your homegirl that was on the show?
Yeah.
That is the exclusive Sunday show that you did.
Because you have the end. I'm just another customer, but that's your girl. I need you to hook me up. I need you to go through the back door to get me to her. I need some new glasses like now. I don't have time to be going through the customer service policy. I don't have time for her return policy. I got you.
Well, no. No, you don't. Because I don't have the time.
Because that was it.
That was it. We're done. Like, our relationship is over.
Okay, well, can you just ask her what her return policy is because my glasses broke?
Can you just call her at
614-212-4669.
or visit her website?
My
and do your
battery is
review?
low on my phone.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell
You
you.
can just call her. Have her call me.
I don't know what to listen.
Well, what if it's a praise thing? What if they want to call you and say, hey, it went great?
And that's what I got one of those yesterday. I got one of those
Do
yesterday.
you want to hear that, though? You want the good reviews with the bad ones?
No,
What you gonna hear?
Listen.
Give
I
me a
get the
shout
good
out,
ones.
otherwise
And
shout
you
out.
know what I do? Yeah. Shout out. Shut it up.
She's like, that's what I'm talking about, negativity.
Yeah, I don't deal with any negativity, yes. But I won't even, I would expect if I give a referral, so we're going to use your term referral, even though we know the word of today is keratoconus. Okay? Did I do it right?
Yes, you did.
Hey! The bell is for the wrong word. Oh, ow! But that's okay. You're new to the show. But when we sit there and give you a referral, I expect, if I give you a referral, I expect nothing less than perfect.
Because you gave the referral.
Because I gave the
you had
referral.
confidence.
So
in the
I
referral.
know your stuff is good. I know you happy.
Uh-huh.
So that's it. So I just
what you're saying is you want people to take responsibility after you've given them the point of contact.
They have to do
the
it.
rest of your.
They have to, I can't carry you because I drop you. I ain't lying. You too heavy. I drop you. You know I got to keep moving.
Too heavy.
It gets too heavy.
Bag lady.
Exactly.
Exactly. Carrying all those bags.
Like that. Yeah. That's it. Now mama have to play some air in my too. Like, yes, it's getting heavy. The bags is getting real heavy. So guess what? You have to do things that work for you. And if I'm giving you direction, here's the direction. Take a left. It's almost like what's that saying? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. Listen, I will lead you to water. I don't know if you're gonna drink it. Here go the water. It's your choice. I'm out. I ain't sticking around to see if you're gonna drink it. I'm gonna be honest with you, because guess what? I got things to do. Boom.
Well, it's the whole thing is the benefit of networking with people. If you know somebody you think it does something, like somebody's like, hey, I need such and such. Do you know somebody? And they say, and then you be like, I know somebody, but I don't know if I should tell you.
Well,
like,
I'm not.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not.
Have you ever? Sometimes have you ever noticed like is certain people who you give referrals to who you know like you shouldn't, because you're like, okay,
No,
I can tell you somebody, but you should probably do some more research on your own, and that person just doesn't do any more research. They just kind of just
because they'll be like this. Mel, you told me to go to Miss Bright, and my glasses broke, and it's your fault, and I want you to fix it.
Maybe we should turn this into something else, so people don't think she got a jacked up product.
No, right.
Her product is all of that.
That's why we use
her because we putting her out there.
Now it's a Chinese store or something.
Man, come on, can't we all get along? Jeez.
No, Amber.
We don't be Chang Hung or whoever.
Oh, Lord.
No, we're using Amber to educate.
Okay,
our
all right.
people.
Now your bill over there with the crystal on it.
Yeah.
Crystal shaking.
I'm sorry.
I thought this was for the wrong word.
Both of them are.
It is, you know,
I said
education.
And what we do on Shop Talk with Mel is we edutain you.
Yeah.
So that's why we are giving an example of what to go, what to do and what not to do, your do's and your don'ts.
Right.
Because I will be honest with you, I have done this. I have referred people to good fits, if that makes sense. Just to kind of piggyback on what you were saying, good fits. Like if you learn someone's personality really, you can kind of see how they are. You're like, okay, and if they're looking for a church home, not wanting them to be discouraged and knowing where they are, I could kind of like read you and know exactly what will be a good fit for you. So I'm going to refer you to this place. And people will think that, they'll think that I belong to that place. And I don't belong to that place. But then they say, hey, I'll see you Sunday. So they're thinking they're going to see me. So now I got to show up at that place because now I can't just do the go. I had to do the drop off. That's the drop off. But I knew that that's a good fit because especially when you have babies, this is a good fit because when you're dealing with certain churches and they don't give you what you need, you'll keep running. And I do not want you to run from Christ. I want you to go toward Christ. And then there are so many people that are out there that are so tired of churches these days. And it's like, I'm tired of the church. I'm tired of the formalities. Okay, well, what you need is this. Let me lead you over here and give you direction that way. I guess live studio audience feel like I had too much wine, so they watered me down, dilute me a little bit. But I just feel like referrals are good.
Yeah.
But I want to drop you off. How come I can't drop you off?
Well, I think part of a majority of the time, the feedback is important.
The feedback should be to the person I dropped you off with.
No, but I think that you need to know.
Okay, so I'll get good feedback and then I'll send it to the person that I referred them to so they know, okay, they appreciate it, they enjoyed themselves. Like the person I referred to for church service, they enjoyed themselves. Boom, here you go. So you did a good job. If that, you're patting your back because people do need that. You need that. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that from somebody who has nothing to gain. I'll put it that way instead of like, all right, making stuff up. They lying to me, talking about I did good. I was terrible. You know what I mean? Good. You already know that. Oh yeah, you did excellent. That was excellent. You be like, dude, you heard that like 3,000 times. Get out of here. So with that being said, I'm dropping them off. Tell me what I need to do the drop off. Do I need to say, this is a one-time occurrence, don't call me?
Well, I can give you the information, but what you do from there is up to you. I really don't have anything else.
Well, that's not a good referral.
Y'all sound like y'all like giving people like loan sharks or something like that. Listen, I know you in a bind, but if you really need the money, this is what you can do. But I'm telling you.
Her point is she doesn't want them to come. I don't care if you come back to me.
Okay.
So that's not my issue. If I make a referral to somebody and you come back to me, I guess that's what I do. I
ain't sending nobody to Junebug.
Well, I'm not sending nobody to Junebug.
You know that?
Oh,
Junebug. I'm in a bind.
So silly.
Or Luther, I'm in a bind.
Nate.
Nate. That's his name. Nate, I'm in a bind. Set it off.
Yeah,
I ain't sending nobody like that.
That's what I'm saying. What is annoying you? Once you make this referral, are they like coming back to you to correct something, address something?
For something new. It's always something. You don't want to be like the rude person, and you don't want to be like, okay, all right. So when is it over? Like the relationship gone bad. So every time y'all get in an argument, you want to keep coming to me. You want to call me. You want me to be the listening ear. I don't want to be that person.
That's a whole different conversation.
Hey, it's all the same.
Once,
look, I'm like, it's all the same.
Because you're talking about suggestions for everyday life versus I need some glasses. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but the direction.
That's different. No, that's not the same thing.
See, it's the same to me. Don't bother me.
Not.
How about that? I'm okay. I appreciate it.
So
Thank
is
you.
it okay if they called you the first time and you gave
Yes.
advice? So
Yes.
after the first time you told them what to do, but maybe the circumstances have changed. I mean, when do they know that they can't come back to you anymore?
They don't, clearly. Clearly they don't. But here's the thing. Just like you said, okay, so it's almost like you give somebody good advice.
Okay.
I'm going to give you this advice, and they don't take your advice, and they fail. Then they want to come back to you for more advice.
That's a different animal.
The Hattie,
No. Now that
I got to get somebody else's advice. You already used up all your advice tickets or your advice tokens. Here you go. Done.
You know, I offered my suggestion. This is what you chose to do, so now you have to deal with the consequences.
And not to leave them alone, but I just don't. Don't take it personal. I just got to move on. You know what I mean? And
Because they can drain you.
And that's exactly it.
they can
I
drain
can't.
you.
I need my energy for other people, not just one person. And no. And do you have people that are leeches and don't even know that they're leeches?
Well, that is true.
And that's why, like we were
that's
saying,
true.
like the needy individual.
Because if you start toxing at me, I have to back you up.
Yeah.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Bye. See you. Here you
Start
go.
toxins.
Start toxing.
All right.
You
Start
heard her.
toxing.
You heard her right there.
All right.
So, what would your suggestion be, Kim Ham, the go-to girl?
Well, in that situation, you know, here I'm offering my suggestion. Sometimes you have to do things this way too. When people come to me and we have that opportunity for me to give advice or a suggestion, I'll ask, are you sharing this with me because you just need someone to listen, or are you sharing this with me because you want my input? Because if you want my input, I'm going to give you my input. But once I've done that, there's nothing else I can do.
Now, see, that's nice. Bless your heart.
That's how I do it.
And that's nice. But I ain't got that much time. That's a lot.
That's not a lot.
Listen.
Well, that's a good preamble. Like,
It is a good preamble. You hear how long that word is?
Me, the Kim Ham.
That's her.
Because you just put it out there like, hey.
Listen.
Am I-
Preamble. 3 syllables.
Because I'm asking you.
Answer.
Yeah.
I just want to be yes or no.
But I
One
get that
syllable.
though.
Listen, you have to give them something to hold on to not come back.
Because if I'm just in listening mode, I can be doing all kinds of other stuff, multitasking.
Oh.
Because you just want to just vent.
Oh, okay.
You know, but,
okay.
you know.
Okay, here you go. How are you?
Fine.
Period.
Okay.
That's what you did. See, that's
An-
me.
an
But
example.
I don't say that. How are you?
Fine.
Nothing else? Okay.
Depends on who I'm talking to. I'm fine. How are you?
Boom. How are you?
Great and grateful.
Boom. Period.
But
You-
how are you opens the door for some
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying. See, that's why even when I'm at the grocery store, see, Rugal different.
But that's when you got
But
the-
this is Rugal. Rugal got time at the grocery store. Rugal sit there and have a dialogue with you at the
Yeah,
grocery
I'm
store.
going to talk to you.
See, so I'm shocked that he just said fine. Me, you be like, they be like, hey, man. I'm like, hey, and I keep it moving. If I say, hey, how are you? I got time to listen to you. One time, one lady got me. She listened. I said, how are you? Knowing that I'm a nurse, she pulled out. I don't even know how she had that whole freezer bag full of medication. Okay. So guess what? Me saying, how are you? Opened up the door. So could I leave? I couldn't leave. I had to sit there and ask her. I said, well, I'm not the pharmacist, so you need to see which medications are contraindicated. I don't know. This is for this one. Which one should I take? I shouldn't take all of these. Should I? Ugh. I want to be rude.
I don't think that's ever happened.
All I wanted was some New England clam chowder. That's all I wanted. I went in and go get me some New England clam chowder. I ended up having a whole conversation, and I could not leave because I said, fine, how are you? Being me.
But you came out with the best fulfilling dish of all. The dish of helping others.
Oh, check you out.
What's that yesterday? What'd you say? Oh, to be the gift to someone or whatever.
Yeah.
You said. I can't remember.
That's what I
Yeah,
said.
something to that.
Yes, the gift of
Yeah.
helping others, and I have helped you. I presented you with your
Is it-
gift.
Wasn't you full in the spirit?
I was full. I was full.
No, you didn't
Let me
put
tell
that
you how
shit
full I
on.
was. I was so full the other day. Let me tell you how full I was the other day. I had seen, this was yesterday, I had seen one of my classmates, so we graduated in 91. Listen, I got teary-eyed when I seen her. She looked fantastic. Adrian Salter said hello. And that's in the live studio audience.
Tell her I said hi.
I will. The next time I see her, I don't know when. Last time I see her was 91. Let me tell you why it brought tears to my eyes. She had her original edges. She had her edges. Let me tell you something.
Man.
Listen.
The
No, right. The original,
The
you know, you can
baby
buy them.
hair.
They $5 a bag now. You know, they sell
You
them
can
at
buy
the store.
edges?
Oh yeah, you can buy edges now.
No.
Yeah, you
I
can
have
buy
never
baby hair.
heard of
Yeah, they
that.
$5 a bag. damn. Janet, what's it, Latoya Jackson, toothbrush in it? Listen. Anyway, she had her original edges. I was so excited about this. Listen.
Her birth edges.
Her birth edges. I was so excited because with these young girls, the way they doing themselves, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know, all this hair cascading down their back. They ain't got no edges. And then once, they get married, they with that dude, they got to take all that hair and all them lashes off and all that other stuff. I don't know how many people going to have real lashes, to be honest with you, and they're using hair glue instead of eyelash glue. So listen, ladies, you need to, hopefully we left those long lashes.
Okay, so you're not giving advice. So when they start calling in the show saying, okay, Mel, this is what I did with my lashes. You said not to use this kind of glue, use that kind of glue. Where can I get that glue at?
I'm going to tell you, listen, don't go to the Chinese stores. Because they will try to sell you hair glue, and they will say, lash lasts a long time. Don't do that.
Shake it too.
Okay. Listen, the view, my views does not reflect the co-host that y'all talk about. Or the staff, all right? It's just me. Listen, you have to get the proper utensils to put them on, to apply them. So I'm going to tell you to go to Nick.
Okay.
Cosby.
All right.
I'm going to tell you go to her. I will refer her.
Okay.
It's going to cost you $2,000, but you're going to look good. Okay? I'm going to tell you. That go to her, somebody professional. I'm going to refer you to a professional person.
Very good.
That's what I'm going to do. So if somebody calls in, I'm going to do that. And if she don't do right by you, which she's going to do right by you, because why? Because I tried it. And see, that's the difference. I'm not going to give a referral if I didn't try it.
Right.
Okay? And if I didn't try the person, I'd be like, girl, bye. If I try it and I used it and I'm happy with the product, I'll say, hey, you need to go here. So that's me. And then guess what? I'm done. We ain't going back. It's over.
I forgot to ask you, Mel, when does she open?
Contact Nicole Cosby, okay? She on Facebook, and find her, and you'll see her. She got blonde hair, platinum hair, all right? Find her.
I forgot to ask you where
she does do a fantastic job. I've seen some of the
amazing. Amazing.
Where's she at?
She in Boardman.
Okay.
She's in Boardman, Ohio, because I know I have listening audience from all over the world. So I thank you and I love you guys for tuning in to Shop Talk with Mel. So appreciate you much. But yes, Nicole Cosby, she's on Facebook. So Facebook is universals all over the place. Even people, the inmate at Facebook. Stop it. I seen my cousin at friend request. I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. How you on there? I looked, I was like, Andy requesting friends. Huh? Anyway. Moving on. Look, I don't know where he got that phone from, but he got it. Somewhere he got that phone. Anyway, what I'm saying is one referral, and well, not just one, but I'll give you a referral to a place that I actually enjoy, a place that I have gone to, a place that I have experienced, and my experience was well. I'm not going to give you a referral if I had a bad experience. Now, if you choose to go somewhere and they say, hey, because I'll get those, hey, have you tried this person? Yes, kind of like what you were saying. Yeah, I tried them. Now, they'll ask me the same question that they usually ask when they call me back, and they'll ask if I would rehire somebody. For the job referrals, would you rehire them? Because that's all they can ask.
That's all they can ask.
So I get the same answer. It's up to you.
It's up to you.
That's it. Do they come late? Do they come late? Would you rehire them? No. But I never said no to somebody. Because it's usually when somebody actually left and quit, they don't put us down as a reference. they don't put your last job down. They're like, no. So I'll just tell them it depends on what you like. Like an attorney. I experienced an attorney. And just because he looked like me, he gets no referrals for me. Narrow it down, y'all. Look at her. And that's it. No, I won't say anything bad. I just won't give any good referrals. That's just not what I'm doing. So, again, I don't think that I'm wrong, but I'm willing in 2020 to look at both sides, 2020, both sides of the spectrum, look through different lenses. What do you think I need to do what?
You're doing just fine.
Okay. Look, after I stated my case, what you think, live studio audience, because you just sat up? what you think?
About?
about how to handle, such and I think it's nice because I can take it as a compliment.
That's what that is. When they contact you to let you know that, thank you very much, they want to let you know they appreciate the referral of whatever direction you sent them in, and it worked for them, so they just want to let you know that they appreciate it. So now you know that, okay, that's confirmation that was a good thing that you did, and all praise be to God. Somebody else come and ask you, well, you already got a good referral for sending someone to this person or whatever, or buying that cake or what have you.
Okay.
I know that sound.
I know that sound.
What's that sound?
That sound is
Mel's Medical Moments. Oh, I love this show. Hey, today we are going to talk about boosting our immune system.
All right.
We talked about food at the beginning of the year, which was
Saturday.
Yeah, the beginning of the year was like yesterday. The first, the second, the third. Everybody want to join the gym. Day one, I drove past the gym. I'm on my way.
Drove past one.
Hey, baby steps. We just making it happen.
You gotta wait till it's thin out. You start around February.
Start around February. It's too crowded.
A little bit.
It's too crowded up in that month. Boosting your immune system with the weather being the way that it is. We don't know what's going on. It's snowing one day. It's summer the next day. The sun is shining. He's afraid of the wind. We don't know what's going on. So with that being said, what we're going to do is I'm going to give you some tips on boosting your immune system with some good food. Okay, we're going to go with citrus foods. We're talking grapefruits, lemons, oranges, all that lovely stuff because it's high in vitamin C. Red bell peppers. Now, I like the green bell peppers because if you cook with green bell pepper, that means you could cook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
No, huh?
I just thought it meant they was cheaper than the red ones. That's how I shop. I'm like,
Okay.
I get a red one for $1.50. I get a green one for 75 cents.
Let's go with the green.
Green all day.
Red bell peppers are high in vitamin C. Broccoli is good. In case you lovely people didn't know, it's good for vitamin A and vitamin C. Then let's talk garlic. We know garlic is a natural antibiotic, right? Doesn't smell too good. What I actually do, I told you I tried this stuff. What I actually do is I cut up little garlic clove. Garlic clove. I cut up in small pieces like a peel, and I take it that way. And then I let my enzymes in my stomach area go ahead and just eat away with it, so my breath don't be smelling bad. But anyway, what it is it actually fights off infection. So we know that. Ginger is good for inflammation. So if you feel like you're a little swollen around your colon, try some ginger. All right. Spinach is great for vitamin C. Almonds are good for vitamin E. It's good for that skin, brother. Good for that skin. Also, turmeric. Y'all remember turmeric? That was like the going thing. That's a going thing. All the spices, everybody want to just add a little bit. Turmeric. Turmeric is good it's an anti-inflammatory. So if you have some swelling, you find your ankles swollen, something like that, and with ankles, who knows, swelling in your wrists, all that lovely stuff, just sprinkle a little bit of turmeric. You can actually sprinkle some turmeric in your water. I'm a water drinker. You sprinkle some turmeric in your water, heat up the water like tea. You good to go. Add a little honey. Hey, I ain't trying to tell y'all to just add some cayenne pepper. Then you got the Beyonce guy. But we gonna do that. But we gonna go ahead and do it. And then green tea. Green tea is an antioxidant. In case you lovely people didn't know. See, there goes something for the Chinese people. They big on. They big on green tea. Hey, I ain't even out.
They big on green tea.
Hey, I ain't even out. We're doing it. Boosting your immune system. Again, citrus. Red bell pepper, broccoli, garlic, ginger, spinach, almonds, turmeric, green tea. Those are some of the foods that you lovely people can use to boost your immune system. And I already told you before, if you listen, it's cuddle season. Cuddling also boosts your immune system. So if you have that lovely person that you want to cuddle with, go ahead and cuddle with them.
And if you don't, you can get a hug for $80. $80!
With Shimmy! Contact me!
A referral!
He was like, you know that's pimping. You don't pimp Shimmy, let's say, get a hug from a thug. I got you covered. Y'all seen him on the show.
That's what's her name song?
Who?
Harris? Was her last name Harris?
Who?
Hug a Thug. That's her song.
I don't know who's Harris.
Her last name was Harris.
The nail tech. I know what you're talking about. She had she was in my shop. Who was my nail tech? Faith.
Oh, she got a song, Hug a Thug?
Hug a Thug. Yeah.
Okay, shout out to Faith. That's my girl, too. She's an Eldridge. Shout out to the Eldridge.
Yeah, Faith.
All right, well, listen.
She had a song, Hug a Thug.
Well, there you go. It'll boost your immune system. Did they fall off sick? Nope. All right, be quiet on
Oh, man. Okay.
Quiet on the set.
All right.
Well, no, because the shop has been gone.
Yeah, the shop has been gone, so there you have it. Yes.
Okay.
All right, there you go. See?
Yeah.
Boosting that immune system, doing what we have to do. All right, Kim, give us some advice for 2020.
You know what? My advice for 2020 this year is to take control of your health. This is a perfect time. I've been sitting here holding on to it, so I know that this is divine intervention that you're asking. So I have the story that I need to tell. Last week, my daughter gave me a call, and she sounded absolutely terrible. She lives in Columbus, so she was so sick that she could hardly even move. So I told her that if she could not get to urgent care, to call 911. That's how she sounded. She was really sick. So in the meantime, I get in the car. I'm on the road. She goes to urgent care. Now, you will appreciate this. She went in and she told them that she had body aches. Her temperature was 100.3. Her pulse, her heart rate, which should be up to no more than 100, was 118. And so when she talked to the provider there, they told her that she was living with muscle tension headache. So she told them, I've had a headache since I was 5 years old. I've had migraines, I have tension. This is not that. They told her they were going to give her a muscle relaxer. That was what was wrong with her, and they sent her home. Now, I already know where you're at. Yeah. So she calls me back, and she's so sick, but she made herself drive. She said, I'm going back home because they told me that it was a muscle tension headache, and I know it's not. So I get down to Columbus. We go to the emergency room. She walks in, gives the same symptoms, and of course they check her for the flu, which is exactly what she had, influenza B, and they had to start hydrating her. They had to start giving her. Here's my thing. What if I did not know to push that? She's taking a muscle relaxer. She can't move as it is. Do you know how terrible that could have been? Had she taken this muscle relaxer, not done anything for the flu, this could have been all bad. So listen to your body. I don't care what the doctors tell you. I understand that you have to go through a process because she had to go to urgent care first because her insurance said for her to do that. But when she got to the hospital, they went into the system and they said, you just went to urgent care. Why are you here? She explained her symptoms to them. Totally different response, positive outcome. She is feeling much better today. This was Tuesday. But if you know that you are not being told what your body is saying to you, keep fighting for your health. Because they have many patients. You are your only patient.
So did she give a comment to them?
So what I did was I did call them and I said that I wanted to issue a formal complaint. Right. I said because she's telling her that she's not. She didn't even ask her about the flu. She didn't even ask her if she had a flu shot. She didn't do any inquiry whatsoever. And my daughter was telling her, I know this is a different kind of headache. I know this is a different kind of symptom. She would not listen to her. So yes, I did call and report it. I got the names of the people who are going to review my daughter's chart, and I am going to follow up. I started not to call and report it, and I told them, I'm a nurse. I'm in the healthcare profession. I understand that misdiagnosis or things could happen. But had I not known what to do, and you gave her a muscle relaxer when she could not even move anyway, she wouldn't have had the opportunity to be rehydrated. She wouldn't have had the opportunity to take something to bring her temperature down. But because I'm a nurse and knew what to do, I was able to help her get back to where she was.
But she had 3 symptoms and
exactly.
had nothing to do.
Exactly. When does a muscle tension headache give you a fever?
Right. When does a muscle tension headache, you can become tachycardic. You can become that way if your blood pressure is usually high. That can happen. I would have looked at dehydration because she was tacking. Right. Okay. And then the other thing, a muscle ache, headache,
fever, flu.
Let me go this way. I definitely wouldn't. I would have never ever gone with headache. But I'm not a doctor. I'm just a nurse.
Yes, we're just nurses. Sent her home. So I said, just go to bed. And when I get to Columbus, I will take you to the hospital.
She's lethargic. She really would have been out.
Yes. So, when I called and I told them, I said, I don't even know if you're going to give her a formal reprimand. I said, but you need to help her understand that she has to listen to her patients. She has to pay attention to the symptoms. And they said, oh no, we are going to write this up as a formal complaint.
Well, yeah, because think about that. They're there for the purposes of being able to handle a condition as such.
Right.
And
exactly.
they totally they just she could have just went to the hospital.
Right.
Why even go to urgent care if they can't do what they need to do right. Then you have more. This is one of those stories that make people skip that step and say, well, I might as well just go to the hospital because they're going to probably get it wrong. They may get it wrong.
Right.
And you're absolutely right. And then you have the fact that if her mother didn't push her to move, get out the way, again, topic of the show, I'm going over here, you have people that won't because they don't want that bill. So they're like, now I have 2 bills.
And my daughter has insurance. Side note, she's insured. So it wasn't that they couldn't treat her and get paid. And I did tell them also that I did not want her insurance bill. I would dispute it.
Yeah.
Good. But just like you stated early on, you have to go to immediate care first.
Right.
In order for insurance to kick in and pay. So you have that to take into consideration. Or you could just go in as a self-pay. And then they want to know why people go in as a self-pay. You know what I mean? You go in as a self-pay to an immediate care, and then they don't really help you. It's like, what are we going to do here? Come on. And then, but you can go as a self-pay to the ER. You can go, you know, the immediate care, they'll send you right over there now. But back in, I want to say 2000, you could go into the immediate care, which was cheaper, as a self-pay. And then when you went in, because a lot of the Amish community would come as a self-pay, and they had the money right then, and they would pay right then. So, you have that option as well. If you want it, or if you don't care nothing about your credit, you were like, yeah, whatever.
So when you're going to the doctor, before your appointment, write down your questions. Make sure that before you leave that doctor's office, your questions are answered. Please keep in mind that when you go to the doctor, it is not a freebie service. Insurance or someone is paying. You are buying health care.
Yes.
You are buying the right to be treated for your symptoms. Please do not be afraid if your doctor says something to you that you do not understand or agree with.
And just to add to that,
Because you're paying for service. Go ahead.
But even if you're not buying it and you're being like, you have like state issued or whatever health care, they are still getting reimbursed and you are a customer.
You are the customer.
So you are still able to ask questions. You know, don't feel like you shouldn't be able to.
All right.
But you know what Regina was saying, that the obvious symptoms were just ignored.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She said the symptoms.
Shout out to D. We work together at the Immediate Care Center. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, and it's the truth. The obvious symptoms were ignored, and it was like what they wanted. Sometimes you are in that place where you tell somebody, you're like, okay, this is what's going on, and they don't hear you because they feel as though since they have on the white coat, they know the answers and you don't. But you have to remember that you are the customer. There was a time, remember that one time we went, and then the lady tried to give me Anavert, Meclizine. I don't need dizziness. I'm dizzy because my blood pressure is 80/56.
Right.
Not because I have vertigo.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is why. I was like, oh, I'm not taking that. She's like, oh, you're not going to take it? I said, absolutely not. And what happens is it puts you to sleep. So I can what? Tap out? Nope. I got things to do. I ain't ready. Look,
Exactly.
even though they said these are the last days, but honey,
But you say, not yours.
Yeah, not mine. Honey, like, no.
Take this muscle relaxer for
Right.
the flu.
Right.
No.
Absolutely not. I'm sitting there like, y'all got salt? Give me some iodine salt. We got some, look at my common salt. Give me some windy salt. I'm treating myself. I was like, this is nut city. But you are right. You are your own patient.
Yes.
You are your own advocate. You are your own person, and it's only one of you.
Yeah.
And if you want to see clearly, you're going to have to visit brightvision.shop website and get yourself some nice frames to see clear with from my girl Amber Bright. And they have a conference call, so we ain't going to keep her on too long before we get to this lovely Shop Talk question of the week. Her conference call number is 605-472-5519, PIN number 473599 pound. All right, pound. Make sure you guys call in, listen in. I would love to. I got a whole lot to do. Listen,
It's every Sunday.
It's every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
So can I call in and lead? I am a leaver. I'm out. Lead a group text group. I'm like left the group. Can I leave at any time?
Yes, you can.
And how many people can be in the on the conference call?
That conference, that number holds up to 1,000 people.
Oh, that's
Very
nice.
nice.
Good stuff. Okay, good.
I will spread the word. Tonight is my anti-drug night. I roller skate from 7:30 to 10 on Sundays, but I will get the word out.
Appreciate it.
All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, here we go. Excuse me. Listen. This is something that you probably gotta I don't even know.
I don't even know.
Female.
Oh, man.
You ready?
Yeah.
We kiss. We go together.
Uh-huh.
We sleep together. We engage. Girl code. Yes or no?
No.
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 So if you kiss somebody, y'all ain't in a relationship?
No.
Oh, we go together.
No.
Well, what would you think?
Hey. Hey.
It's up to you.
You know what
You the guy. What's going on? Oh, he ain't never broke up with nobody.
Yeah,
Okay?
you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Hey.
So if you kiss a girl, you go out on a date and you kiss a girl. So
No.
nowadays is kissing just kissing? I'm talking kissing, not pecking.
Kissing.
Not Uncle Joe, you know what I'm saying? Not like I ain't seen you in a long time, family gathering. And we talk about y'all kissing.
Well, you shouldn't be doing that stuff unless you got some kind of intent. Like, what's the intent? You know?
Now that's good. What's the intent?
Yeah.
Do we have to go to the consensual?
Wait
Yesterday.
a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Stop. Where's this going?
Where's going before we
Where is
finish
this
this?
going?
Before we start this, where's this going?
Hey, ask the questions.
So you think that she's wrong? Like I think that
I guess
Why
we'll-
would you assume that?
together.
You don't assume that.
you don't.
How many kisses we talking about over a period of time?
How long is the kiss?
Let's say
Is it like a close-up commercial?
yeah, it's a close-up commercial. It's a soap opera kiss.
Soap opera kiss.
It's a soap opera kiss. So y'all really kissing like relationship kissing to her, but he just look at it as just a kiss.
Yeah.
What led up to the kiss? I mean,
Well, you know what led up to the kiss. Y'all they go together.
no,
they go
you
together.
could have had a really nice date.
Listen,
and
ain't
kiss,
nobody
or you at the
swapping.
club and you having like a whole lot of communion and then you kiss. I mean, what's happening?
Communion club kiss.
Okay, well, communion club kissing at the Davises is
Oh,
different. That is something that just happened. That's something that had you on board. Okay? On the Maury Povich show. But we talking about anytime, to me, I feel like if you're actually kissing somebody and you're exchanging fluids, it's something to it. Because I've been on many a dates and know that, and you ain't, no. That's dinner, honey. You girls got to eat.
But do you go together?
Yeah, we go together.
That's what.
Okay.
It's a relationship.
So is it like a peck kiss?
No, it's a French kiss.
Fluid.
It's
Okay.
you're
So is
exchanging
a French
fluids.
kiss a sign that you are dating somebody?
Yes.
No.
Really? Y'all out here kissing like
I'm
Yeah, kissing like that, y'all.
No, I'm not, but I'm just
Let me get
saying.
some water. I didn't get nothing.
Hey.
What is it? Talk to me.
So you don't kiss before you go together? I mean, that's not.
No, you kiss after you go together.
No. Oh no.
I ain't kissing. If I kiss you, it's something major.
So you don't kiss before you go together.
Mm-mm.
You go together and then you kiss.
Yeah, we go together. Maybe he don't know we go together
You don't
until
know.
after.
No, you don't know. Y'all don't go together.
That's the answer. That's the answer. We don't know. I don't know. We don't go together. We kiss. Well, no, we kiss. This is official.
So the kiss is the act that seals the
Yeah.
relationship. Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying?
That's what I. Yes.
What
Yes.
did that song say? Just one. What was it? I can't. It's so many kissing songs.
As long as it ain't Ushers.
Yeah, I don't know that one. But
You don't know Ushers?
I don't know. I don't think I know.
Ain't nobody kissing like you.
Can't nobody.
No, not that one.
Oh no, we ain't talking about
Like, I'm
that.
talking about the good, like, 50s and 60s kiss songs, you know? Just one look. Oh, that was just one look.
Oh, 50s
And that's all it
60s.
took.
Oh, yeah, that's
was
way.
just one look.
Oh.
You know, but
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
got the...
But you
And
could
I
just
felt
want
so-
her time and her
Behind.
Oh,
Now there you go,
my-
Prince.
All right. Okay.
So,
Yeah, I just think, like, you know, sometimes you get... Some things just happen, and then... I think people
Okay,
have
so-
expectations. Sometimes...
Expectations.
I think it's not even the kiss. I think it may be the person and the combination of chemistry between the people that may make them think that if this kiss is that passionate, then it must have the relationship has this has the opportunity to become a relationship or something much deeper. That's what I think.
Yeah, it's
I
not like
think
you
you
just
tied it
snatched
too.
her up and kissed her. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I said what led to the
That's
kiss.
happened to people.
it has.
Wow.
Yeah, that's happened.
It has.
Okay, well,
It
you
has
didn't know
when
we
people
weren't
come
going
up.
together. Then
But listen, but they wasn't nobody swapping no spit because that's when you be like, oh, get out of here.
that was the consensual, non-consent kiss.
Yeah. The consensual,
Non-consensual.
non-consensual. Yeah. Like, that ain't. Okay, so when you sleep with somebody, that doesn't mean
Oh.
That doesn't mean that y'all engaged.
Oh.
Y'all engaged.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
y'all-
engaged.
You engaged,
We
all right.
Ah!
You're
You
engaged,
went back.
all
That was so
right.
throwback. You're not engaged? Like what? I mean, it's it's crazy because now it's like it's second nature.
That's true. It is.
It's
Well,
like
that's how
sex
people
is just
see it
sex.
now.
Like, oh, okay, yeah, we hooked up and that was just it. Like, what happened? Can we go back? Like, come on. What happened? Like, kissing is just so, pretty much kissing is just like, oh, okay, just kissing. But in our mind, and then let me tell y'all something, fellas. I'm just going to put this out there. If you have a female and y'all done kissed it, y'all done swap spit. Okay. Look at Rubo. And then you want to know why she got an attitude because you out with somebody else? Because y'all go together. That's why y'all go together. That's why she got an attitude like, oh no, you did. So you out here just kissing somebody else? Like, that is not the move. And then we already know, even with the other kissing, oral, Cat's just out here just offering it like it ain't nothing. Cat's just like, oh, okay, I don't want nothing else. Can we just do this? Huh? What's going on? Do I need to find Marvin Gaye? Like that, like, come on. That's why I was like, and sex is just sex. That's why I was like, for the girl, I'll say girl because not the new millennials, because I don't even know what's going on. When I be talking to my child, Lord Jesus, I'm like, I want to know. I know. What? What's going on? And then they keep me posted. It was like, oh, you got to be. No, I don't got to be nothing but black and die. Because y'all doing too much and moving too fast. You know what I mean? It's explaining what they friends do. It's just too much, and sex is just sex. They don't even care. It's like no emotions.
It's sex.
No emotions are connected, and I'm outdone. With even some of her friends, it's just like, wait a minute, what? What's going on? But I will say, this generation, they ain't trying to have children. They're like, nah, But sex is like a kiss to us back in the day.
Yeah, for some it is. I think I often say that we have gone from like an ultra conservative mindset to liberal. There's no balance where it's either hot or cold. There's no middle ground anymore. And I think that a lot has been subject to interpretation. I think that what you have to do in any situation is make sure the intent is mutual, and people aren't doing that anymore, because if people old like me are teaching my daughter the way I would see it, and somebody else is teaching their millennial a different way, then you have all of this miscommunication that can get people hurt. And so,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I don't think a lot of people are having that talk,
Anymore? No.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't. We live in a swipe right society. Like, it's just like, hey, this is what it is, right?
Anything
right,
goes.
left,
But that's where the vision is blurred to me. That's where the vision is blurred when you speak of liberals. And it's like, which way what's right? What's right besides swiping right?
I mean, but the whole, okay, I don't really understand the liberal conservative measure on this particular piece.
Meaning?
So I'll let y'all have that.
No, she explained it. Go ahead. You don't understand the liberal. Go ahead.
Okay.
You don't understand it?
No. I mean, because I'm thinking like from a political point of view when you say that.
How did we know? Mr. Politics.
Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't get on your channel.
Yeah,
Well, okay, so I guess one way to illustrate it is Lucy and Ricky slept in separate beds.
Lucy and Ricky.
And today, Lucy
but they
and
had
Ricky
a baby.
would be getting it on in the same bed with the lights on, this position and that
with the camera on social media.
Yeah, I mean, it went
Lucy
from one
and
extreme
Ricky,
to the other.
Lucy and Ricky had the best setup ever. Best setup ever. Let me
go.
roll over and
Space.
watch me in bed. That's all I'm saying. Why my shoulder hurt? My shoulder be hurting, man. I got this whole bed, but then I got this little space. When I can have like my own little space in my little bed. Instead of my little space in a big bed.
I hope your wife listening.
She might be. I'm sure she is. And my shoulder be hurting, man. Like, oh man. Because I got my little, I'm like, why are you over here? All that space over there. And you over here. I'm about to fall out the bed, rolling on out.
So you with the conservative?
Hey, I ain't the conservative thing. It's like, think about it like this. They must have had a healthy sex life because they had a baby.
Yeah.
And but they had this, but they needed that separate bed to rest.
They needed the rest.
They needed that rest. You got to have that rest, yo.
Yeah.
So what conversation is not being had then, since that's your position?
I don't even know what we talk about anymore. I guess we started talking about separate beds, and I got excited. I was like, yeah. Yeah.
But okay, so we have children. I had the talk with mine. Did you have the talk with yours?
Yeah, because I was a sex educator, so he went to a couple places with me when I was doing the work. And he was like, yeah, I don't want to go to these places.
That's funny, because I did the same thing. I was an HIV/AIDS educator,
and he was young.
My daughter went to all that stuff with me.
Yeah, he was young too at the time. I mean, young like early teens, you know.
Yeah. So, did you have that talk with your kids?
I had that talk, and ours went something like this.
Something like this.
My son was like, oh, no, I ain't trying to have that many bodies. I was like, bodies? What? And then she was like, oh, no, ain't nobody having that many bodies. I was like, well, who can kill? You know what I mean? Bodies. I was like, what? He was like, no, your body count. Nobody want all that. I was like, oh. I'm like, you know, not just on your belt. For my
Right.
They was like, no, yeah, ain't nobody trying to do that. Mm-mm. And they both like, who trying to have kids? They look like cursed at them. They was like, what? Oh, no, nobody was have. I can't take care of myself. And mine are so open that I will never forget my girlfriend here. And he said, he's like, Mommy, can you tell her that we got to use protection? And she looked like,
Oh, God.
what? No, tell her. He was dead serious. He's like, tell her. I was like, yeah, you're right, because I told you I ain't going to be no grandmother because we moving to Europe. And you're going to be there by yourself. And then guess what? Listen, it was so funny. So she had like a project, never forget. And then we go R&B in the show. She had a project, a school project, and it was this baby doll or whatever. And this baby doll, she had to like keep it for the weekend. I had an event to do. And if I'm not mistaken, they came to the event. So I'm up there. And I was like, who bringing that baby? Like what? And then I was like, well, she don't have to come. Well, now you including him in because they dating, you know, they go together, you know. In school, I said, she gonna need that practice. I was like, let her be a single mom. She gonna need that practice because we out. Like, I meant that, like, look, it is the truth. I was like, no, we ain't doing that.
We out.
You try to trap him. Listen, don't. I'm for real. I was like, you don't want to get pregnant by him because you gonna be at school every day. I'm trying to give you a heads up, honey. I was at the school every day. You might not want to do that because some of this stuff is hereditary. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So don't do that. Don't do things intentionally because it was some people that would try to do things intentionally, just looking like, oh, okay, well, I just want a child. Well, no. And he was big on that. He was like, are you? He was like, oh, no, I ain't about to do that. He's like, I can't take care of myself. My daughter, when she was younger, she used to say, I'm going to do just like you. I'm going to sit there. How old are you? And I was 22, married. And she was like, I'm going to get married. I'm going to have some kids. Da, da, da. Now she's 22. She was like, I said, remember you said it? She was like, man, please. So she's not looking at any of that. And she was like, same thing. Oh, no, I can barely feed my kitten. She got a kitten. She was like, what, can you send me? Can you cash at me? I got to buy some cat food. I was like, ooh. So both of them are on the same page, and our talk was just like that. I was like, okay, listen, da-da-da-da, here you go. But what I did do, honestly, I sat mine down before we had the talk, even for bills. So they knew how to balance a checkbook. They knew, here's all the bills. Here's what it is. And once we got, talking about we got a divorce because it was a whole family unit. And it was like, this is how much this costs. And guess what? Like, lights were turned off, different things. You looking like, oh, okay, well, if you want this, you have to conserve on this. So they was ready for the real world. And let me tell you something, if they can handle me at home, the world is nothing. Self-esteem, they self-esteem so high. And if I ain't tore it down as much as I done told them, be like, man, you phony. Yeah, man, that's what I'm gonna be a rapper. I was like, you can't spell. I'm like, that's what you want to do? You want to be a rapper? There ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? Let me hear your lyrics. You suck. So if I can handle it and I can be straightforward with mine, the world is nothing to them. And they doing good and they handling it. I gotta tell you, they just doing them. It's like, my mother did that, so. And look, my mother said that and she loved me. You don't even know me, so what you saying means absolutely nothing. Don't get it wrong, I love my kids. No, look, my little children, because lots of the artists don't like to work kids. You got that right?
Yeah.
Kids are baby goats.
There you go, all the dinging and everything. I love them, they're good, but they're able to be real, and they're able to voice their opinion, and they're able to speak to me real. Yeah. And that's how I was even able to, like, my friends that I grew up with and their children would come, because I was that house. Yes, come on over, just as my mother was that house. Come on over, because guess what? I could see what goes on.
Right.
And like you said, they're so liberal. They're like, oh yeah, they bi. Oh yeah, they gay. I was like, Pearl off of 227. When I sit at home, I be sitting in my little chair by the window, had the door open, they be on the porch. I could hear what they were saying, and I was doing me. I was like, oh, okay, boom. So I knew what mine were doing, but I also knew what my friends' children were doing, and like they were definitely liberal and open, and it was like nothing. Like back in the day, you sit there and be like, oh, if somebody was gay, you'd be like, oh yeah, they gay. You'd be like, what? Oh, this, huh? Mine is just like, oh yeah, they bi. Oh yeah, he's gay. That is, like, it's nothing. So I commend the generation as far as how open they are and welcoming and accepting, because let's be real. Some of this music is garbage.
Oh, it's trash.
But guess what? They support each other so much that they're making each other. No, that generation. They are making the artists rich. Look at Kylie Jenner. That girl's 22 years old. She was gonna be a billionaire. She just sold 51% of her makeup line. That girl's, because they like her and they support her, and it's all about support with this younger generation. Even though they little like, hey, you be looking like, what y'all gonna do? They are very supportive of their generation, and that's what we have to do. We have to be supportive instead of sitting there trying to prevent somebody else from climbing higher, or thinking somebody's trying to do something. And in this little town, you gotta dream bigger than your city. Dream bigger. Who wants to be a big fish in a little pond? Eventually, you're gonna dry out. Some part of you gonna dry out. Yep. So I would prefer to be a little fish in a big pond, and then when I outgrow that, let me keep going. Give me room to expand. So my 2020 is expansion.
You go, Mel.
Hey, what you got for 2020 before we end the show?
For me, for 2020 is positivity. No negativity in conversations. If you're not making me richer, smarter, or bringing me closer to God, I don't want to hear it. Period.
That's what I'm talking about. She ain't got no wrong.
Period.
Her square ain't turned to
So
a
what are servers going to do for you at restaurants?
What are servers?
When a server come to you at a restaurant, they come to have a conversation with you.
Oh.
She's like, I ain't even know here.
I'm talking conversations. Like, she was just saying what people, when you hooked all that referral and I don't have time.
She's about her bag. Let me focus on the goal. Go ahead.
That's it.
It'll soon be 2030.
Dang! Yeah, 2020 did come.
It'll soon be 2030.
Another decade.
It is, yeah.
And what will you be?
I don't know.
Sleep?
Maybe.
Will you be still working on that? You still be working on that twin bed?
Maybe.
Now, believe it or not, Nick is in agreement with him with that twin bed situation.
Hey, shoot, me by 2030, I might have one of them like single Craftmatics. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, eat my soup out the bed or whatever. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But it on realness, it will soon be 2030.
And what are we gonna do?
You gotta look at the things that you've achieved in the last decade.
And I love it.
And then like you gotta think about what is it? What are those new obstacles? What are those new challenges? What are those new opportunities?
Right.
For the next 10 years.
Right.
Because if you get it done in 1 year, that's great. But if you a little bit like me, I had every 4 years I'm supposed to be a millionaire. And I fell short of that. So is it this year or next year? By next year? Birthday next year?
Birthday next year, you're going to be a millionaire?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be.
Don't forget the little people.
Well, that's the plan, but I somehow fell short of that.
But you still got next year. Come on now. I can.
Yeah,
say it with me.
Right.
We're all together. I can.
I can.
I will.
I will.
And by the end of this year, you will say, I did.
I did.
All right. That's our to-do list.
All right.
Okay? All right.
Again. To-do list. $1 million.
Yeah, there you go. That's how you obtain it.
Okay. I'll
Say
put my
it.
vision board. Make a vision
Make
board.
it. And if you don't
That's-
like stuff because you want to get rid of clutter and don't have that whole big space to put your little vision board up there, just know I can, I will, and say I did.
Well, maybe that's what we should do next week. Make vision boards.
Where's it go? Listen.
Oh, no. I won't,
That's the
next-
drop off.
next week.
That's the drop off. Now don't come over here bringing no junk now. Ain't no space in the studio for
Here's
no
my
picture.
glitter, here's my
Yeah.
glue, here's my crayons and my magazines.
Yeah,
And my picture of my dragonfly. Because we're going to pay with a purpose, okay? We're going to pay it forward with Amber. All right, visit the website, brightvision.shop. Conference call tonight at 8 p.m. for Keratoconus, all right? I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Yes.
The phone number is 605-472-5519. Again, 605-472-5519. PIN number 473-599 #. Don't forget that pound sign, lovely people. And get on in and join in the conversation that they will be having tonight about keratoconus. All right, I love it. I love it. I love it. I thank you for coming on the show. I truly appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
See, that's the blessing of owning your own show.
I do.
No.
What? We got a show up. Exclusive. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Do what we do.
I thank you guys so much.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I love that shirt with the bling. I love the shirt you gave me, so I am very appreciative because I am going to rock it because I like my t-shirts, okay?
Thank
I
you.
am appreciative of that. And I like that I am
Amazing.
amazing grace instead of amazing. EYE.
Yes,
I love it. And it's blinged out. Y'all
And
know I love my
that's
glitter.
to promote the business.
Yes.
All right.
And the proceeds for the paying it forward,
We'll go to
52% goes to,
Clear Choice LASIK in Cleveland, Ohio.
and that's for a down payment.
Yes, for someone.
For someone
surgery.
else that needs
Yes.
the surgery. I'm so happy. I'm glad you had the surgery. Can you see me?
I see you.
How I'm looking?
Amazing.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So you did it, girlfriend. How you feel?
Oh, my butterflies is gone.
Her butterflies are gone. Kim Ham, the go-to girl. How can we contact the life coach? I have the life coach. The beautiful Kim Ham, the go-to girl.
Thank you, the beautiful male.
Hey.
KimHam, thegotogirl.com, specializing in those who are dealing with stress and anxiety-related illnesses and conditions.
Hey, there you go. I'm telling you, she is the
Are you on
go-to girl.
Instagram?
And she'll answer all your questions. Listen, she won't do like me. She won't drop you off.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm going to drop you off. Matter of fact, I ain't even going to stop. I'm worse than the bus. I'm like, all right, this is it. Boom, out. I'm out and gone. All right, but Kim Ham, the go-to girl, she will stop. She will talk to you. If you have any questions, she will do it. She'll lead you in the right direction. I refer Kim Ham, the go-to girl, for any of your life issues.
Well, thank you, Mel. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
I
She
didn't
is
get
the
dropped.
one.
She picked me up.
She picked me up. Come on, girl, we going. See, this is the benefit, though. It's like, boom, all right, I picked you up, but she got a paddle, though. Okay, she came with a paddle, so she know, all right, boom, let's make this team work, okay? Together, everyone achieves more. We know where that come from. Rugal, the movie guy, this is the go-to guy for the movies. If you have any questions as far as, or any questions or concerns about scary movies, where he is the guy. He will give you your review. Last year he gave away tickets to a movie. Straight Outta Compton came, and the Black
We did
Panther.
Straight Outta Compton, Black Panther, and we do another one.
Yeah, it was some other one.
Or
So
we just had a gathering for that one. That was
we all
the
met out.
The Perfect Guy or something.
yeah, because I wanted to see that. He said a lifetime.
I didn't want to go see it. I knew
He
what that
wasn't
was.
gonna see. You did that for me.
I knew what the writing was on the wall. I was like, man, come on.
Here we go. So Rugal is the movie guy. This is our guy who actually let us know what we should see, what we shouldn't see. He does pretty doggone good. I ain't gonna lie, because some of the movies he tells me to go see and watch when I finally had time to halfway watch it is pretty good. But I won't be watching any scary movies because I'm not the scary movie type. I don't believe in spirits, Aaron, Nancy. I don't want to be walking around like, oh, that's the wind.
Hey.
So no,
Hey,
I'm
hey.
not doing it. So you always can catch.
Hey,
You can
hey.
catch Rugal Wright, my sidekick, my co-host, Rugal the movie guy. He'll let you know. So if you have any movie questions, there you go. And I'm gonna tell you right now, we will be doing more contests.
Yeah.
And actually, he'll be doing more contests where they can win. And it was a lot of fun. And guess what? It's for real. You don't have to live
Yeah.
in the area because what we like Straight Outta Compton. Did somebody in Atlanta win that?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. What
We
movie
dumped
theater
tickets
where you
out
at? It
there,
was paid for. All
whatever.
you had to do was go to your will call. Boom. The tickets were there. Compliments of Shop Talk with Mel. We did last year. What we did to Mingle with Medicine. We gave away scholarships. We do all that great stuff, and we adopted a family for Christmas. So. Kudos, it was so nice. I feel good about shopping too. I feel good because we was helping somebody, and that's what it's all about, giving back. Don't nobody want to die empty.
The gift of you.
Huh?
The gift of you, right?
That's it. Just like Kim said, the
every
gift
time.
of you.
The gift of you.
That was the gift of me. Here you go. How much? Here. All right. You want to here? You want a hug? No.
$80.
$80. Shimmy. We gotta call you. Shimmy probably gonna be like, you know what? Stop it. I'm like, I set you up. I'm gonna do 52%. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that for you, Amber. I'm gonna hug Shimmy up. If y'all need a hug from Shimmy, let me know. We gonna hook that up. He said he'd give hugs. You know, he'll cuddle with you for $80. We're going to do 52%. I'm going to talk to him about it. 52% is going to go to Amber's mission. All right? Now, her paying it forward is going to go to, up to, where?
Clear Choice LASIK.
Clear Choice LASIK. And the 52% cuddling with Shimmy is going to go to Amber's. All right? There you go. Amber's, brightvision.shop. Okay? So that she'll be able to get more product in and sell it and do it and give that 52% to the other people.
Yes.
All right, for somebody else's down payment. Down payments are really important.
They are.
Yeah.
To get the ball rolling. So, hey, I love you guys. You hear all of my alarms going off.
Yeah.
Dang, you like, what the heck is going on? I did church today.
All right.
Yes, did you do church today?
Yeah, kinda. Somebody from church sent me a text and told me to read Psalms 139.
No, that's what's up. That's kinda.
Yeah.
That's a kinda.
That's your kinda.
You went to church today?
I went to church today.
Hey, how was it?
It was great. You cannot stay in the same place and move forward.
Ain't that the truth? Move! Get out the way! Get out the way! Get out the way! That's it. Hey, listen, that's today's show, the exclusive Shop Talk exclusive lovely people. I don't know what the heck is going on. So we're finished. What's your website?
KimHamTheGoToGirl.com.
KimHamTheGoToGirl.com. That's it. KimHamTheGoToGirl.com.
And if you want to contact me, just go to my contact page, or you can go to KimHamTheGoToGirl at att.net.
att.net. One more time.
KimHamTheGoToGirl at att.net.
All right.
Go to TO, not the number 2. Go to TO.
Okay. And your website again?
brightvision.shop. Instagram is brightvision collection. And Keratoconus.university.
All right, she got it going on. That's a whole lot, ain't it? All right, lovely people, that is my time. I thoroughly enjoyed you as I do each and every week. Give us a look. Find you, embrace you, most importantly, always, always love you. Until next week, people. Shop Talk. Right here, lovely people. We doing it up. I don't know what that is. What we got? Hey. Like, hey, that's new playing happy. It's some happy music, some happy people.
Okay.
You know how that go. You remember that one? Like, what the heck?
Nah, I don't know what happened.
You don't know what that came
I
from?
don't even know what happened.
You don't know that song? Why don't you know that song?
I don't know, man. Because I'm the movie guy, not the music guy.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Who the DJ? Somebody shoot the DJ. Somebody, look, all this extra
Come
stuff.
on, man. Is that some kind of mix?
That's a mix. That is a mix.
Let's hear a breakdown.
Let's get the breakdown.
See us build up.
You got it.
Good friends, y'all.
Like, here you go. All right, there we go. We finally got it. The title of the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, like me on all socials, Instagram, Shop Talk, with me on Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and all that good stuff. Shoptalkwithmel.com.
iPod. If you don't have that iPod,
Oh, every podcast out there. Apple, Comcast, all of them, right?
I guess.
It seems like it all is Shop Talk with Mel. Just Google me, homie. Peace. Love ya. Bye.